Alrighty, let's begin. So we're actually going to begin today in mountain pose, Tadasana. So go ahead and stand at the top edge of your mat and let's begin. So as we're here, I want you just you can bring your hands kind of to your heart. So today's practice is going to be not necessarily short, but it's going to be a few movements and we'll be practicing them and adding a little bit onto them. So kind of short in that aspect. So it's going to be a short and powerful flow today. So let's bow our head to our own hearts, closing the eyes. And let's set an intention for today. So perhaps since the focus is on this short and powerful, so maybe that our intention is short, but that it's really powerful. And as we arrive on our mat, who and what have you hoped to become today? What skills have you come to cultivate on your mat? Maybe set that as your intention. And then I want you to take a big breath in and open mouth, let things go for the day.
Who's watching not letters?
You can. Good, take another big breath. Watch whatever you want. Take turns. Sorry. Big exhale. Let everything go. We're going to do one more though because I think we need it. Okay. Go upstairs. Okay. We're going to try it again. Big breath. I need to be breathing as well. Exhale. Full exhale. All right. Go ahead and drop the arms, go ahead and open the eyes, and then inhale, reach the arms up, reach up, look up, big breath. And then I want you to notice that the knees are lifted up, your quads are engaged, and then your shoulders are relaxed. We're really long here as we're reaching out of the fingers, but the shoulders are away from the ears. Big breath in. Good, and then we're gonna exhale, bow out and over the toes. So the hands can come through heart center or they can go out into a swan dive, your choice. As we drop our head, drop the heaviness, everything folds down into that forward fold, and then inhale, find that halfway lift. So you can bring your hands to the shin, roll the shoulder blades though onto the back. Good, and then exhale, down, forward fold. Hands touch the earth, step it back into plank pose. Good. And then from here, I want you to, again, still like in Tadasana, where your knees are lifted, you're engaging your quads, you're gonna shift onto the tiptoes, lean slightly forward, and then use your knees if you need to. Lower all the way down to the ground. Exhale. Good. Untuck the toes and then inhale, rise. Come up into Cobra. Bhujangandasana. Use your little toe. Good. Exhale, release. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, we rise up, leading with the toe and then shoulders round back. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, rise up. You can use your hands a little bit. Good, then exhale, release. Go ahead and curl your toes, maybe lift the knees, then inhale, rise up. Come on up to plank, and then exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. So as we arrive here, we'll have 5 breaths to build our down dog. So if it feels good, you can pedal through the legs here. Bending one leg, then the other, moving through, even through the rib cage, okay? And then I want you to notice, look forward at your wrist and make sure that the wrist is parallel to the front edge of your mat. And then pressing the hands down into the earth and forward. And at the same time, you're lifting your hips higher and then dropping your ankles down and back. So it's okay if the ankles never touch the floor. And if you have any back pain or hamstrings are tight, bend your knees. 1 more generous breath here. Good, and then a nice long deep breath out. Go ahead and bring your big toes to touch. And then inhale, the right leg lifts nice and slow. Spread the toes on that leg. Notice your left ankle, try to drop it down a little bit more. Good. We're gonna take our right knee and bring it to our nose. So round your upper back, you're gonna lean forward into that plank. Press into your hands, round the upper back, knee to nose. Good, and then inhale, send it back. 3-legged dog. Go ahead, take 1 more breath. Good, we're gonna take our right knee, now cross to the left elbow, so cross. So right knee, left elbow, breathe out, exhale. Good. Inhale, send it back. Three-legged dog. Good. Low lunge. Take that foot and step it right between the hands without a noise. So inhale, shine the heart forward. Stay light on your fingertips. Good. And then exhale, we're going to come into like a pyramid variation. So you're just going to start to straighten that front right leg. Drop the heaviness of your head. Both toes are still facing forward. And it's okay if that front knee is bent. Good. Inhale, back to that lunge. Shine the heart forward. Look forward. Good. Exhale, send the hips up and back into that pyramid. We're doing it 2 more times. Drop the head. Good. Inhale, back into the lunge. Shine the heart forward. Even that back leg, that left leg should be straight and strong. Good. Exhale, send the hips up, back into that pyramid variation. Good. From here, take your left foot and you're going to step it forward to forward fold. So meet the right. Drop your head. Inhale, come all the way up, reach out of your fingers, press into your feet, lift up. Good. Hands come to heart center. Exhale. Good. Inhale, drop the arms. Good. Exhale, reach them up. Good. And then bow out and over the toes, leading more with your heart than with your head. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find the length. Exhale, release. Hands touch the earth, step back to high plank. And then you can use your knees if you need to. We'll do our first chaturanga of the day, or you can use the knees down, lower halfway and pause. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Press into the tops of the feet. Head is nice and long. Exhale, pull the belly button in. Downward facing dog. Good. From here, lift the left leg up into the air. Spread the toes. Drop your right heel closer to the ground. Good. Left knee to nose. Round through your upper back. Press into your hands. Good. Send it back. Inhale. Good. Exhale, bring it across the body towards that right elbow. Good. And inhale, send it back. Gently step it through, low lunge without a sound. Good. Shine the heart forward, look forward, roll the shoulders back, stay light on your fingers. Back leg is strong. Good. Pyramid variation. Start to lift the hips, drop your head. Exhale. Inhale, back to lunge. Good, and then exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, back into the lunge. Good, last one, exhale, pull it back. Step that right foot to meet the top of the mat. Right meets left, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Reach out of your fingers as we lift, strong through core. Good. Hands come back to heart center. Good. All the way down. Inhale. Good. Exhale, reach them up. And then bow out and over the toes. All the way down. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Hands touch the floor, step back to high plank. And again, lower halfway down, elbows touch the rib cage. Inhale, heart through. Press more into your pointer fingers. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Take your feet wide. So we're in downward dog, but our feet are on the outer edges of the mat. All right. Come up on the toes. Bend the knees, keep your arms straight, and if you need to, you can look. You can either step or hop towards your hands, but legs stay wide. We're gonna come into frog pose. Let me turn my mat a little bit. So Malasana. So we're gonna drop down, and chances are, if this pose is challenging and you can't put your heels on the ground, you can always widen your legs. Okay, so come bring hands to heart center and imagine that you're in Tadasana. So your head is long, crown of head reaches up, press palms towards one another, and breathe. This is a nice hip opener. We'll coming to this a couple times today. So big breath in, reach the arms out, exhale. So we're reaching out towards the front of the room, and then inhale, lift the hips up. about 90 degrees, so we have that nice bent knee. Exhale, drop it a little bit. Good. Come up on the tips of the toes and then turn heels out. You're ready? Inhale, we're gonna rise up on the tiptoes up into mountain. Now know that you can't do any of this wrong. There's nothing incorrect here. Good, exhale, all the way back down, frog pose, Malasana. Since our nervous system loves repetition, we're gonna do it 2 more times. I know you're excited. So inhale, reach the arms out. Good, exhale, lift the hips up. Drop it back down a little bit, 1/4 of an inch. Good, here we go. Turn the heels out, up on the toes, inhale. Yes, it burns, drop your booty down, lift you need to. Good, inhale, rise up onto the tiptoes, nice and slow, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, exhale, back down 1 more time. Back into frog pose, Malasana, hands are at heart center. Good, here we go, inhale, big breath, know that you can do this. Good, exhale, reach the arms out. Inhale, lift the booty. Exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, lift the heels, turn them out. Drop the butt slightly. Inhale, rise up. I know it's burning. Inhale, reach up. Good, then exhale, bow out and over the toes. Heels can come back down. Good, staying here, feet are wide of the mat. We'll start with our right hand. Take your right hand right underneath your nose. And now your left arm reaches up. So your left arm is up in the sky. Roll your left shoulder behind you. And then I want you to take that hand and place it on your tailbone. So right at the bottom of your sacrum is your left hand. And I want you to notice if your hips are square. A lot of times when we lift our left arm, our left hip follows. So notice, maybe you have to bend your right knee a little bit. Pull your right hip up slightly and back. Now lift that arm up 1 more time. Lift up, look up. Notice your left shoulder. Try to draw it back a little bit more. Press into the right arm a little bit if you need to roll you under. Good. Exhale, bring it back to center. We're going to switch other side now. Reach the right arm up. Left arm is right underneath your face. You can keep your gaze down. We're going to start to look up at your right hand. Now place the right hand on the bottom of your tailbone, right near on your sacrum. And then check in with your hips. Did your right hip follow your right hand? And if so, maybe you need to bend your left knee a little bit. Pull the left hip up a little. Now reach the right arm back up to the sky. Roll the right shoulder back. Big breath in. Good, gently bring that hand back to center. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Hands can come to the shin. Good, exhale, release. Hands touch the earth, step back to high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway. Inhale, shine the heart forward and up. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, the right leg lifts nice and high up into the air. Good. Round through your back, right knee to the nose. Round through your back. Inhale. Good. Exhale, send it back. Good. Over to the other side. Right knee to the left elbow. Cross the body. Good. Exhale, send it back. Right knee on the outside. We're coming into runner's lunge. So right knee on the outside of your right hand. Place it down. Left hand touches the floor. Lift your right arm up. Twist. So we've done something like this before. Slightly different variation. To keep that left leg behind you. Keep it nice and straight. Roll the right shoulder back. Big breath in. Good. We're going to turn to the left. So Prasarita. So now we're going into our forward fold. Walk your hands to the left. Hips are up. Drop your head. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Skandasana. Start to bend your left leg and then bring the right toes up. Your hands can stay down at the ground or come to the heart center. And know that even if you bring them up, you might be wobbly, and that's okay too. Travel to the front of your mat, Skandasana, same pose. Right knee is now bent, left toes are popped up. Hand can come to the heart or stay down. Good, back edge of your mat, Skandasana, one more time. Make sure that the toes are pointing up 12 o'clock. Good, one more breath. Good, look forward. We're gonna travel to the top of our mat to a lunge. So you can walk your hands, both toes facing forward. Good, inhale, crescent lunge, reach the arms up. Settle into the legs. Good, inhale, we're gonna open up warrior two. Right arm is forward, left arm back. Your right knee is pulling right. Stay in the right lunge, keep it there, and then reverse the warrior. Right arm reaches up. Stay nice and light, big breath. Good, exhale, we're gonna do extended side angle. Right arm, right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over towards the front of the room. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, reverse your warrior again. Stay in that lunge, reach up and back. Big breath in. I care more about the rib reaching, your right rib reaching off your right hip than the length of your hand. Good, here we go. Chaturanga Dandasana. The hands touch the floor. Step it back to high plank and then lower halfway down. Good, inhale, upward facing dog. Press into your hands more. Top of the neck long. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Good, exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round your back. Inhale, send it back. Good, exhale, over to the right side, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Good, exhale, runner's lunge, outside of the left hand. Right hand stands, stays right where it's at. Left arm reaches up, twist. Look up, roll the left shoulder back. Good, Prasarita, walk your hands over to the right. Forward fold, drop your head. Skandasana, bring the right knee, bend it. Pop the left toes up towards the sky. Good, here we go. To the front edge of your mat. Left leg is bent now. Right leg is straight. Good, and again, you can bring the hands to heart center. Good, back to the back edge of your mat. Skandasana, back edge of your mat. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight, toes are pointed straight up. Inhale. Good, look at the front edge of your mat. Walk it forward, lunge, both toes facing forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach the fingers up. Settle into the legs. Good, open it up. Warrior two, grow really big. Turn that back heel back and out. Reach out of the left fingers, left hand forward. Left knee pulls left. Good, reverse your warrior. Right arm comes back, left arm reaches up. Find the space, rib cage off of your hips. Good, extended side angle. Left arm, left thigh. Right arm up and over. Big breath in. Stay in your lunge, reverse the warrior, right arm back. Stay in it, lift the left arm, left rib. Good, and Chaturanga Dandasana, hands touch the earth. Remember, you can always skip the Chaturangas or use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Good, bring your legs wide. So they're on the outer edges of your mat. Arms are strong and straight, bend your knees. If you need to, look at your hands and then hop to the outer edges, Malasana, frog pose. We're only gonna do it one time here, if that helps. So bring your hands to heart center, we've been here before. Try to go easier through the eyes. Maybe a soft smile to the lips. All right, here we go. Reach the fingers out, inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, drop them a little bit. Good, exhale, lift up onto the tips of the toes. Turn the heels out. Good, drop your booty just a smidgen. Inhale, rise up all the way on the tiptoes. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and then exhale, bow out and over the toes. Good, inhale, halfway lift, find that length. Good, exhale, release. We're gonna go into that half, or the side twist. So right hand right underneath you. The legs are on the outer edges of your mat. Lift the left arm up, look up, big breath. Good, notice your hips, make sure that they didn't follow, so left hip should be down and back. And then we're gonna take this into a little bind. Now know that when we bind in yoga, that it doesn't have to be your everything. So even if you don't get it, we're just working towards it. So the left arm, you're gonna turn your palm out, bend at the elbow, and you're just bringing it across the back. Almost like you're trying to take your left hand to your right thigh in that general vicinity. Good, and then try to turn your left shoulder blade back. Keep looking up. You might need to have a soft bend to the right knee, that's okay. Stay light on the left hand, big breath. Good, exhale fully. And then gently unwind the bind. Now left hand underneath the nose. Reach the right arm up, notice the hips, don't let them follow. Right hip down and back. And then turn the hand behind you. Bend at the elbow, and now you're reaching your hand, your right hand, towards your left hip in that vicinity, or your left thigh. Good, now reach the right shoulder back, look up. Good, one more breath, roll the shoulder back. Exhale, gently release the hand, the gaze back down. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Good, so from here, we're going back into that frog pose, Malasana. Drop your hips. All right, so we've been here before. You've got this. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms out. Good, exhale, lift up halfway. Drop it a quarter, inhale. Good, up on the tips of the toes, exhale. Good, here we go, drop it slightly. Good, here we go, stand all the way up, mountain pose, reach up. Good, exhale, back into frog for a moment. Perfect. Bring the hands now to the ground, lift the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find the length. Good, exhale, release. So we're having a new bind real quick. So we're gonna practice another bind, and it's gonna be more about the booty. So I want you to bend your knees generously here. And then we'll start with our right hand first. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your right hand, and you're just kind of putting it behind your right foot. Okay, so your knees are bent, your right hand is near your right foot, and you're just trying to take your right hand and grab your right butt cheek, okay? So holding on, right hand, right butt cheek, and I want you to really kind of hold on to it, give it a little squeeze, okay? So don't let it go. Even if you're not really touching the butt, try to touch wherever you can. Keeping the knees bent, now take your left arm, reach it up to the sky, turn the palm, and then reach it in that general vicinity towards your right butt cheek. If you can, you're gonna interlace the fingers there. And then, if you've got the bind, that's so great. If not, bend your knees more, it'll make it easier, less distance. If you've already got the bind, I want you to lean the left shoulder up and back. So you're pressing your right shoulder into your right knee. Yes, your legs are gonna be burning. Inhale, roll the shoulder back, left shoulder back. And then start to straighten the legs. Holding onto the fingers. Keep turning the left shoulder back. Good, and gently release the bind. And then come back down into Malasana, frog pose. Give your legs a little bit of a break. This is your break, isn't that funny? All right, take a breath. All right, here we go. We can do this. We're doing it again. Lift the hips up, back. Straighten that forward fold. Drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, release. All right, here we go. Bend your knees generously. Now your left hand comes behind, kind of like the back heel of your left foot. You're gonna reach the left hand behind and grab your left butt cheek. Okay, so we're grabbing our left butt cheek. Now take your right hand and then reach it up towards the sky. Roll the right shoulder blade back, turn the palm, and then reach behind you in the vicinity of your left butt cheek. If you've got the bind, roll the right shoulder back more, press the left shoulder into the left knee, and start to work on straightening the legs. So this is kind of like bound prasarita. Keep rolling the right shoulder back. Focus on where you can breathe and breathe into the spaces you can't. Good, gently bend the knees, release the grip. Inhale, halfway lift, you did awesome. Good, exhale, release. Hands touch the earth, step back into high plank, and then lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Good, inhale, the right leg lift, spread the toes, inhale. Good, exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round through your upper back. Good, exhale, send it back. Three-legged dog. Good, from here, bring it to the left elbow, and then you're gonna look to the left, and then let that right leg come out to the right side, left side. So it's kind of like you're in a side plank. You're gonna here lift your left arm up. So this is called fallen triangle. It's kind of like a side plank, kind of like a triangle. So you're in side plank with the wonky right leg out to the side. Big breath in, lift the left arm up. Good, exhale, left hand comes back, three-legged dog. You can always skip that and just stay on three-legged dog too. Good, exhale. Good, here we go, step it wide, runner's lunge. Adding in that twist, plant the left arm, reach the right arm up, look up. Good, exhale, prasarita to the left. So walk your hands to the left, drop your head. Skandasana, bend the left leg, pop the toes of your right. Good, hands can come to the heart center if you wish, or keep it on the ground. Skandasana, exhale to the front edge of your mat. Good, pop the left toes. Good. Exhale, Skandasana, back edge of your mat. Good, big breath in, one more. Front edge of your mat, here we go, lunge to the top. Shoulders back, inhale, crescent lunge, press into your feet. Go heavy through your hips, light through your fingers, soften your shoulders. Big inhale. Good, open it up, warrior two, exhale. Get a little deeper. Really roll those shoulders down and back. Good, reverse your warrior, right arm right leads you up, inhale. Good, exhale, extended side angle. Maybe you touch the floor this time, right hand down. Reach the left arm up. Big breath, inhale. Good, and then full exhale. We're gonna stay here for a moment. We're gonna try another half bind. So normally we do binds with our top hand. This time we're gonna do it with our bottom hand like we just practiced. So you're gonna take your right hand, stay really strong, lift the left arm up so it's not above your head, but it's straight up. From here, the bottom hand, you're gonna bring it behind you. And again, trying to squeeze your right butt cheek. So right hand, right butt cheek. Look up at that top hand, and then bring it behind your back. Now, if any of this doesn't feel good, you can always just stay right and extended side angle, okay? Big breath here. Roll that left shoulder back. You can always just keep it in a half a bind too, and not have the bottom hand touching your butt or the hand. Good, here we go. Release the bind in 3. One more breath, 2. Stay in your lunge, reverse your warrior. Those legs are burning. Good, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come to the floor. Step it back, lower halfway down and pause. Inhale, shine the heart through. Good, exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Good, if it needs to, pedal the legs a little bit. Bring the big toes to touch. And then inhale, left leg lift, spread the toes. Good, round the back, knee to nose. Good, exhale, take it back. Good, bring it to the right knee, left knee, right elbow. Send it out to the side, fallen triangle. Reach the right arm up. So again, it's like a side plank with the left leg out to the side. Big breath, lift those hips. Good, place the hand back, exhale, back to three-legged dog. Good, runner's lunge. Step to the outside of your left hand. Plant the right arm, look up. Big breath. Exhale first. Good. Prasarita towards the right. So drop your head, turn the toes in slightly, drop it heavy. Skandasana to the back edge. Right knee is bent. Pop the left toe. Hands can come to heart center. Big inhale. Exhale. Skandasana to the front edge. Left knee is bent now. Right leg is straight. Good. Inhale. Skandasana to switch it to the back. Shoulders back. Shine the heart forward. Looking down isn't going to help us at all. Inhale. Look to the front edge of your mat. Travel to the front lunge. Be brave. You can do this. Inhale. We rise up. Crescent lunge. I'm saying this to myself as well. Get a little deeper. Good. Inhale. Open up. Warrior two. Reach out the fingers. Make sure that back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Good. Reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up. Extended side angle. Left arm, left thigh. Maybe reach towards the ground. Right arm lifts up towards the head. Big breath here. And now the right arm reaches straight up to the sky. All right. Here we go. Be brave. This is our bind. Remember, we can find joy. We can find happiness without ever binding in a yoga practice. So we're doing the best we can. So now we're going to steady and strong through our feet. Take your left hand, reach it behind, and grab a hold of your left butt cheek. You're going to give it a squeeze. Yep. Stay here, or turn the palm of your right hand and bring it behind your back, bend at the elbow, and then grab a hold of the fingers or in that general vicinity of your left butt cheek. Push your left shoulder into your right knee. Roll the right shoulder back. Open through the chest, open through the heart. One more generous breath in here. Strong and steady through legs. Inhale. Full exhale first, and then release the bind nice and slow. Reverse the warrior is the way out. Stay in that lunge. Left arm leads you up. Good. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come down. Step it back. Lower halfway. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Press into your hands with the shoulders back. Good. Exhale. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and bring your knees wide. Come into child's pose. So set the hips down onto the heels. Find your breath. 2 nice, big, generous breaths. So as we do bind in yoga, it's important that we know what we're binding for. And that it's not just to look cool. All right, so remembering your intention, what brought you to your mat. And then just remember that there is a small possibility that you may not bind today, and that you can still find joy without ever binding in a yoga class. Take one more full breath into that intention. And then slowly coming up, tabletop. Curl your toes, and then I want you to bring your feet wide. Malasana, frog pose. Good. Hands come back to heart center. So I invite you to come. We're going to try a crow pose with me. If you've never done an arm balance before, this is the perfect time to try. So bring your hands like you have chaturanga hands. They're about hip width distance. Lift your hips. And even if you've never done one before, I invite you just to try the beginning of it. So pressing into your hands, elbows stay really close to one another. Bring your knees really, really high into the armpit, almost all the way in the armpit. And then just leaning forward, maybe just stay here. Engage your belly, press into your hands, shift your gaze slightly forward, and maybe just lift one toe up as you round the belly button in. And then maybe switch over to the other toe. And then you eventually will be able to lift both toes. Big breath in wherever you are. Good. Exhale, step back down. Perfect. All right, so hands back to heart center. Repeat after me or think of it in your head. My value as a human being is not dependent on birds of paradise. We're doing birds of paradise. Okay, so if you don't get birds of paradise, know that your value as a human being does not matter with Birds of Paradise, if you hit it or not, okay? So just invite curiosity, see what you can do. It's all about having a little bit of adventure. All right, so we've been here before. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna lift the arms out in front. Big breath in. Good, exhale, lift the hips up. Take your right hand, place it on the right butt cheek. Left arm up, turn the wrist, reach behind, grab in that general vicinity, okay? So I invite you, if you want, if you try Birds of Paradise and you need a rest or you don't want to do it, you can stay right here into bound malasana, round frog pose, okay? So you can stay here, or even just a half bind, all right? Otherwise, if you've got the bind, you're gonna start to put your left foot underneath you, and then very slowly, leading with the shoulders, roll the shoulder blades back, start to lift your bent right knee up, taking your time. And then as you arrive, if you arrive, you can keep the knee bent. Find a focal point, a drishti that's not moving. And again, you can always stay in frog pose, malasana, or you adventure the right leg out to straight. Find your breath wherever you are. You are doing awesome. 3 generous breaths into that space. Don't give up, shoulders back. Last breath, inhale. If you are up, you're gonna venture back down with the same beauty, with the same grace that you took it on. And then releasing your bind wherever you were, back into frog pose, malasana. Settle through the hips. Good, take another breath. Be brave. Here we go, inhale, lift the arms out. Exhale, lift the hips. Sink it down, left hand now, left butt cheek. Right arm reaches up. Turn the palm, reach to that back left hand, general vicinity of it. If you've got the bind, stay here, or just come back into malasana. If you feel you got it, take your right foot underneath you more, leading more with the shoulders, not the low back. Start to lift from the shoulders. Press into your feet. Find your breath. And even if you didn't get it on the other side, sometimes one side is generally sometimes easier than the other. And that might be a possibility too. And then if you've got it, you're gonna start to straighten that left leg. Remember, repeat after me. My value as a human being is not dependent on Birds of Paradise. One more breath, wherever that is for you. Come on, inhale. Exhale first. Venture your way back down if you were up. And then releasing the bind, nice and slow. Good, lift those hips up nice and high, forward fold. Wiggle from side to side, that was a big hip opener. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, release. Good, our last chaturanga of the practice. Place your hands on the ground, step back to high plank, and then lower halfway through, nice and strong hands. Inhale, upward facing dog, press into your pointer finger more. Good, exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. All right, come up on your big toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, and travel to your bottom. Perfect. Awesome job. All right, so flex the toes, Paschimottanasana. So what I want you to do is I want you to move any fleshy bits out of the way. And then reach the arms up. Find a nice long spine, the top crown of head grows taller. Look out in the direction of where you want to go. And then send your heart, send your energy in that direction with no attachment on where you land, no judgment. But you're going, you're reaching in that goal. Find a halfway lift, so lengthen the spine as we inhale. And then exhale. Bow out and over the toes. Drop the heaviness of your head. Let the energy of your heart melt down towards your head. Take a big, generous breath in. Find a little bit of length here. Inhale. Collarbones grow longer towards the toes. And then exhale, we bow out and over the toes once more.
This is the one stretch. We can literally stretch the entire line of the body from the Achilles by pulling your toes towards your face, all the way up to the calves, the hamstrings, the low back, and then all the way to the back of the skull. So let your head drop down nice and heavy, looking inward, closing the eyes. Good. Bring your hands now on either side. And then slowly bring your hands back towards you as you slowly arrive back up. Finding your breath once more. Bend the knees slightly. And then arms are out. We're just going to very slowly, bit by bit, roll down for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We arrive. I want you to reach the feet and the toes in opposite direction. Really get long here. Stretch. Good. And then take the right knee, and I want you to bring it into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then take it wider of the rib cage, almost like you're bringing it out towards the armpit. Hug it in nice and tight. And then notice the left leg. Make sure that it's nice and straight, nice and steady. Flex the toes like you're standing on the bottom edge of your mat. Now taking that right knee, we're going to guide it over to the left side of the body. You can shimmy your hips if you need to. The right arm out to a T, closing the eyes. Spinal twist. Feel the heaviness of the leg as it presses down. Your right shoulder stays on the ground and you're pressing your forearm into the ground. Breathe into the belly, into the back ribs. And at the same time, you're softening your face, your jaw. Gently bring the right leg back into center. Now bringing your left knee in, give it another squeeze, both legs in. Good, and extend both legs again long, reach the arms up, get really tall. Find yourself longer than you were possible. Good, now hug the left leg into your chest, give it a squeeze. And then bring it wide, outside of the rib cage, towards the armpit. Noticing your right hip now, keeping it down, the right leg is straight. Flexing the toes as if you're standing on the bottom edge of your mat. Guiding the leg now up and over across the body towards the right. Keeping the left shoulder on the ground, look towards the left. And each breath, imagine it rinsing out the spine. Taking away any sticky energy, moving energy through the body. One more breath into the back body, big breath in. And then gently bring the knee back into center. And then one last time, hug the legs in, giving some thankfulness, some gratitude for this body, the one you showed up in, the one that worked so hard for you. We arrive in sweet, sweet Shavasana. Extend the legs long. Bring the arms close and to the body, palms facing up. Allow this moment to feel completely supported by the earth. This connection to the earth with your breath. And practice being rather than doing. Noticing your breathing, the heaviness of your face, your body. Notice the way the breath moves through the body, maybe even the pause at the bottom of the breath. Let this breath be your anchor. Take one more big inhale. Fill the whole entire body up 360 degrees. And then as that exhale comes through the body, start to wiggle fingers, invite movement back into the wrists, and then down into the toes, rolling out the ankles. In your own space, your own time, start to venture to the right side, using the right arm as a pillow. Coming into that right fetal position with the left hand near the heart. Keeping the eyes closed. Taking inventory of how you feel now versus at the beginning of class. And remembering back to your intention. And remembering that's not just something we set for here on the mat, but it's something that we take with us out and into the world to help our relationships with others and to help better ourselves. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and push the floor away. Come to a comfortable seated position. Hands come to heart center, bowing to your own heart, having gratitude for this breath, this moment. We acknowledge the light within us, and we acknowledge the light within all others. And knowing that no light is stronger or brighter than any other. The teacher in me honors the teacher in you. We'll end our class with 2 deep sighs. So inhale with me. Open mouth, let it all go. Good, one more time. Inhale, big breath. And then let it go. Awesome, peel the eyes open. Thanks for joining me in today's practice. Namaste. Thank you.